What are your favorite
comics.
action movies?
My favorite big dumb action movies. Oh man, I'm a big fan of. Well, I'm a big fan of things in general that have, like, for instance, okay, so Pacific Rim is one of my favorites, and again, it's not a perfect movie. I don't care. It's fun. It is what it is. It's itself. It's and I really really loved how it centered like a strong relationship between a male and female main character, and like at the very end of the movie, like everybody's expecting them to kiss and they don't kiss, and it's great. It's so refreshing because like they have this very intimate relationship. They're like they pilot a mech together. They're like, mentally bonded to pilot mechs and save the world, but they very easily could have gone with the like, okay, so they're going to kiss at the end, but they don't, because like being mentally bonded to pilot a mech and save the world kind of implies that you have a strong relationship without being like, okay, here's the visual shorthand of they're going to kiss. I thought that was a very refreshing. But yeah, I like Pacific Rim a lot. I like Fury Road a lot.
Another platonic relationship between them.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's my jam. I'm very much into platonic relationships in fiction. I grew up watching my dad around the same time that he was giving me science fiction to read. He was also trying to talk my mom into letting him show me and my brother action movies that were like more violent than we were used to. So like we saw the Alien movies, we saw the Predator movies. Those were extremely formative for me.
How old are you watching these?
How old was I? Sorry, when I saw those?
Uh-huh.
I was like 12-ish, 10-ish. My brother probably was 10. I was 12, probably around there. And then like we got cocky. We were like, oh, we've seen all these things. We're gonna go and see. Basically we wanted to go see a movie one time, and we're looking at the newspaper which dates this, or it was listing the movies that were playing, and we saw that there was a movie called Event Horizon listed, and we were like, oh, that looks like it's going to be a space movie. We like space movies. And we went there, and it scared the ever-living heck out of us. We were not ready.
Technically speaking, there is some space in it.
There is some space in it, but we were like, oh, it's going to be like Aliens, or it's going to be like, it was not. It was not. I don't think either of us slept for a week after watching that movie. That movie terrified us. But yeah, I don't know. I like action movies. I like movies with like, big fight scenes and like cool choreography, and I don't know. I like fight choreography is just so much fun to watch, and I try to write action scenes in a way that reminds me of how they would be depicted in a movie. And one of the nice things that people pretty consistently say about my books to me is that they love my action scenes. And if that's true, like if people like my action scenes, I can say definitively that it's because of movies, and it's because of video games, and it's because of comics, and it's not because of books. Like I love books, obviously, but they have not been like my strongest influences stylistically or thematically in pretty much anything that I've written.
Even if that were true, wouldn't your reader be thinking of action scenes from movies that they'd seen when they're comparing your written material? Yeah,
but like it just comes back to the thing where some people say like, oh, books are the only fiction that's worth, I don't know, whatever, that movies and TV and video games and comics are like low art and books are high art, and that kids should only read books and they shouldn't watch movies or do, like, it's all stories. Like, why? I don't understand why you would, like, some of the coolest stories and like the most interesting and like boundary pushing stories are in movies, or they're in TV now. There's great things being done in TV now, or video games. And just to try to erase all of that from like what's valid fictional media. It's just a very strange mindset to me. I don't know.
It's also strange to me that if you're an author or even just a reader, part of what you want is to have the experience of getting to intimately know another character and have experiences that you're not going to be able to have in your life. Well, good news, buddy. Put on a virtual reality helmet. And you can have an incredible version of that as well. Obviously, as authors with books available, we strongly insist that books are the strongest of all mediums that can be read first. But
no, books are great. Obviously, I love books.
Check out some of these games.
Yeah.